Hi, I'm Brian from Urban Agents Agent Incubation Program. Today I'm going to give you a quick overview of Singapore's residential property market, and hopefully my sharing can help you find the most preferred, the most valuable property. So what broad categories does Singapore's residential property market have? First of all, Singapore is very unique in terms of the types of property because 82% of the population lives in government apartment buildings. Then we have executive condominium and landed property. First, let's look at HDB. HDB stands for Housing Development Board, a government body that started building public housing as early as 1970s. HDB CEO Dr. Cheong Foong Kim said, "The late Mr. Lee Kuan Yew is the key driver of public housing in Singapore. His vision of a home-owning society has given Singaporeans a tangible stake in the nation. Without his vision, Singaporeans today would not have a home they can call their own, upon which they can build their families and lives. Nor would HDB have the privilege to house almost an entire nation." Then you might want to ask, who is eligible to buy HDB? In simple but not exhaustive terms, citizens and PRs need to form family nucleus to buy their one and only HDB. For foreign buyers, unfortunately, you are not eligible to buy HDB. But knowing what HDB is about, it's important for you to understand the housing policy of Singapore, which is to maintain reasonably affordable pricing levels for all residents. The second type is executive condominium, or EC. EC emerged to offer the middle class a different style of living. Eligibility to buy EC in the first 5 years is similar to HDB. However, from the market's view, EC by nature is closer to condo and is a good investment option. In the first 5 years after new EC is built, it is only for citizen families. After 5 years, PR is eligible to buy. After 10 years, EC becomes fully privatized property, and foreign buyers are also eligible to buy. The third type is the most relevant for foreign buyers. That is our condominium. The first condominium of Singapore is called Beverly Mine, built in 1974. Before that, it was either public housing or landed. Condo filled the market gap and provided foreign investors an excellent opportunity to get into the property market of Singapore. The last type is landed properties, which is the oldest type of property in Singapore, typically for the affluent in the old days. Some say that landed properties are the gems of Singapore's property market and are one of the safest investments. However, on Singapore main island, only citizens is eligible to buy landed property, while PRs who can prove significant economic contributions can be made eligible too. The only place where foreign buyers can buy landed properties is Sentosa, the famous tourist attraction of Singapore. The next topic is the type of tenure. As we know, the land title in many countries is freehold, while in China the land title is for 70 years only. How about Singapore? In Singapore, it can be 99-year leasehold, 999-year leasehold, or freehold. 999-year or freehold has little to no difference and are both considered freehold. So how does this freehold ownership come about? The land title was already established by the landowner before Singapore was founded. They reported the ownership to the government, and this piece of land continued to be freehold. How about 99-year leasehold? After Singapore was founded, all government land sales only granted land title of 99-year leasehold. So what happens after the land used up 99-year lease? The government will take back the land and the stock goes back into future government land sales. This brings us to the next question. Is freehold always the best investment? Let's look at condo first. Freehold condo is 20 to 50% more expensive than a 99-year leasehold condo if all other factors are comparable. A lot of buyers believe that freehold condo can be passed down to their next generation and many generations after that, while 99-year leasehold land will be returned to the government. Is that really the case? Can freehold condo be passed down to many generations? Firstly, we need to clarify one thing. The owner of a freehold condo does not own any land, but only own the right to use the space inside the condo unit forever. But the land still belongs to the developer. Can any condo last for centuries and stand through the test of time? Very unlikely. So the land will need to go through an en bloc and be redeveloped when it's unsuitable for living. Next, let's talk about the land tenure of landed properties. If you are a citizen or you plan to get citizenship, or you are a PR who can prove significant economic contributions, freehold landed property on the Singapore main island is your top choice. If you're buying as a foreign investor, 99-year leasehold landed property in Sentosa means great sea view, great community, and great status. If you are interested in the landed properties in Sentosa, please feel free to contact me. After an overview of the property types and tenure, let's look at the median price of Singapore's property market. Singapore is divided into 28 postal districts, with the most prestigious areas being D9 and D10. CBD is at D1, D2, D6 and D7. The median price of the condo transactions over the past 3 years in D9 is Singapore dollars 2,100 per square foot, which is American dollars 1,500 per square foot. In D10, the median price of all condo transactions over the past 3 years is Singapore dollars 1,900 per square foot, which is American dollars 1,350 per square foot. Isn't this very reasonable compared to other global cities? Now let's look at overall price of landed properties in Singapore. The median price of strata landed transactions in D9 Bukit Timah area is Singapore dollars 1,800 per square foot, which is American dollars 1,280 per square foot. The cheapest area for strata landed properties is D18 Tampines Pasir Ris. The median price of strata landed transactions is only 400 Singapore dollars per square foot, which is 280 American dollars per square foot. Isn't that an amazing price? So after we talk about the type of properties, the land tenure, the price, now let's look at transaction tax. Let's look at the buyer's tax first. For foreign buyers, the stamp duty can go up to 24%. So how does 24% come about? It has two parts. First of which is called buyer stamp duty. It is payable to IRAS for all property buyers. Easy to remember, 2 to 4%. But depending on the transaction price, the buyer stamp duty is a step function with different percentage in different bracket of transaction price, just like your income tax. The second part is called additional buyer stamp duty, which is payable by foreign buyers buying the first property and citizens buying the second property. It is a very high quantum tax for foreign buyers, 20% from the first property onwards. But don't be shocked by the amount of tax. Thanks to government moderation and control, Singapore property market has very little bubble and is a very safe investment choice. The price did not collapse like many other global cities, even in 2008 global financial crisis. Now let's look at seller stamp duty. To curb the overheated Singapore property market in 2010, seller stamp duty was introduced as a property cooling measure to curb the act of flipping property for profit. Property owners need to hold on to the property for 3 years before selling to avoid seller stamp duty. Lastly, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Brian. I came to Singapore in 2003 as a teenager. In 2009, I graduated from National University of Singapore School of Computing as the top student in computer engineering. I obtained a master's degree from MIT in computational optimization in 2010. My corporate journey included investment banking and management consulting, after which I channeled my passion and energy into the real estate industry. Hope my skill set and knowledge can help you find the most suitable and the most valuable property. That is the end of today's sharing. My name is Brian. If you would like to know more about the latest updates of Singapore's property market, you can reach me via WhatsApp or WeChat. I will send the latest report to you. See you another time.